Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, thank you, Guarded. Shout out to him publicly for uploading all of the YouTube joints each and every day. Hey, Guarded, do me a favor. Can you turn your mic on or your camera on? You put something in the group chat. Somebody left a note.
Yeah, somebody left a note. I don't know my phone with.
Read that note if you can, bro. Take your time. Read that note. Y'all gotta hear this. Y'all gotta hear this. Y'all gotta hear this. While he looking for, oh, go ahead. You got
Nah,
it.
this was a gentleman. Well, he's a Christian rapper himself. Uh, he came into town because he had a death in his family, and the message went like this: I was visiting my family due to a death that was caused by drunk driving. I turned on the radio and you were on it. I appreciate that all you promote music that doesn't glorify drugs or alcohol. People need to know too often that lifestyle doesn't end well.
Wow. Wow. Appreciate it.
There's tons of messages in Blessed Beats Media and off the Instagram page, Facebook page that are all talking about what Marcus does with Blessed Beats, what he did in Engine. And it's amazing that God's word is being pushed that way. So what we are now all a part of today, you know what I mean?
Well said, sir. Thank you so much. I received that. All right. I was gonna say this too. Let me start. Let me start on the end of yesterday for anybody that got out of here. We made the announcement that the drop the link on there if you can too, Guarded, of the new radio station. I have not heard back from the guy who's working on the app. Let me check my text. I hadn't heard back from him, but the station is up. I saw a lot of messages on our family group text. People talking about the song, the station so clear. It sounds amazing, y'all. When I tell you, it sounds like everything NCN used to be. I'm excited for it. What's gonna happen? We worked hard all weekend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We worked hard, y'all, all weekend getting in the music. And Garda, I saw your message said if you got a music, if you got it, if you got music, send it to me in like in a Dropbox or whatever, and I can just upload them joints, as long as they Christian hip hop or worship. And I think that combination together. Somebody said somebody else was doing it, or I don't think, but you know how like you got hip hop and R&B or this and that. We are Christian hip hop and worship, not necessarily gospel, but Christian hip hop and worship, just like we played that Israel song right there. So either screenshot that right there or click that link right now and you can listen to it all day long, whatever. Also, a lot of people heard Miss Outspoken on there. Y'all didn't know she rap. How be rapping. That girl can actually rap. Anyway, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Radio station, brand new radio station. We own this joint. We own this joint. We moving forward. We moving forward. All right. Ooh, I got a lot today, so it's crazy because I started studying on this joint yesterday, and then last night, and then this morning. So on here on this platform, we often talk about elevating. Yes, yes. We talk about leveling up. Yes, yes. We talk about new seasons. Yes, yes. Right. And the whole thing is all about moving in a forward direction, more positive direction, finding our purpose, finding our hope, finding our inspiration. Right. Um, I wrote this down. Forward is where all of our blessings are. Moving forward is where our blessings are, right? Our blessings are not in our past, good or bad. Our blessings that come to us happens when we move forward. Yes, yes, yes. For my sometimes people, sometimes you can take a misstep, right, and have to go backwards in order to move forward. So yes, you sometimes you do got to go backwards, but your blessings are always moving forward, right? Right. Um, I wrote it in order to go forward on a regular basis, the enemy, the devil, Satan, however you want to word him, is trying to keep you in reverse. keep you going backwards, keep you going back to, keep you moving in the wrong direction. Yes, yes, right? I was trying to find an illustration and it get real exciting today because I thought about two vehicles, right? Think about your car. Everybody on here got a car? You ain't got a car. Think about somebody who got a car that's driving you around, right? Right? Phil, what's happening? Pastor Joe, what's up? iPhone 5, change your name so I know who you are. It's all good. I think that might be Tisha. But think about your car. Think about your car, right? You rarely put your car in reverse. Think about that. You actually buy your car not to really use the reverse. You only use your reverse, to be perfectly honest, right? Right? You only use your car in reverse to reposition the car so that you can go forward. Tiffany, what's happening? Right? Think about that. When we buy our car, the only time we really use the reverse switch, gear, whatever, is to reposition the car to go forward. You didn't even buy the car for the reverse feature. They don't even sell cars and be like, check out the reverse on it, right? They sell a car and say 0 to 60, it'll get you from here to there real fast. Yes, yes. It never say, man, this joint rides smooth in reverse, right? Right? Sometimes we don't even put our car in reverse. We fancy now. We put the car in auto park or whatever and it do it for ourselves, whatever, right? But anytime you in reverse, it's really to reposition the car, right? Same thing for our life. God created Jen, you, George, you, Inez, right? Jessica, Maggie G. God created you to move everything forward, everything, right? That's why we say today, this new day. Auto park. Yeah, you got one. Stop playing, right? Right? God created us to move everything forward. He wants this year to be better than last. Yes, yes. He wants this job to be better than the last job. He wants your raise to be more than what it was. Yes, yes, moving forward, right? Right? He wants most of us sane people want our kids' life to be better than ours. Our life should be better than our parents. Should be, right? You think about all the HE double hockey stick that you done been through in your life, and you don't really wish that on nobody. You really don't want your kids to go through. Now you want them to have some of the survival traits, right? Right? But you don't want them to go through it, do you? Really? You really want them to level up, right? Right? I put it down. You want your next car. I wanted to use this. I might use it one day. I'm gonna actually say it. It's not even in my notes. But you want your car to be better than the last one, right? You want your home to be bigger than the last one or more. You do, right? Nobody really wants to say, now we do have a downsizing thing. Yeah, the kids out the house or whatever I need to downsize. That's a need, right? And even in that need and downsizing, you're getting more for it, right? All right. I was think about this. I'm gonna give you a good example. I'll give you two examples. Think about Hyundai. No, not the Genesis or the Saturn. This is off my notes. Not the nice joint that we see on the road now, them fancy joints. Think about Hyundai when Kanye West say they drive a Hyundai. Think about Hyundai in 1997. I wish I should have, see this part. Google that mug. Google the Ford Escort 1988. Right? Right? Matter of fact, if you can't picture that, Google the cell phone you had in high school. Right? Every year, they say, man, I got the 1989, I got the 1990, I got the 2005, I got the 2022. It's getting better every year. Technology is getting better, gas mileage, right? Right? You remember that Ford Escort with the seatbelt? You remember that joint? I remember the 80, 90. No, you remember the 98. Yeah, I remember that's the one my mom had. Right. But anyway, right. Well, what year was that Shayla mom had there? It wasn't 98, it might have been 88. But whatever, right? But think about the Apple computer in 1984. versus the one I'm talking to you on now, right? If I told you, man, Riri, Yaku, I got a gift for you, and I gave you a 1984 Macintosh, it would almost be DOS. It would almost be disrespectful. What I'm gonna do with this, right? Some cars don't even have CD players now. They sit. But anyway, right? Our car is made to move forward. We need to design our life to move forward. Yes. Stop, right? Trying to go back to yesteryear. Oldie but goodie. I love that phrase. We're going to talk about that, right? Stop trying to go back to yesteryear. Stop trying to treat this relationship like the last one, right? Treating today like you did yesterday. Call that Groundhog Day, yes? Ain't that what Groundhog Day is? Every day look the same? It ain't supposed to. The weather different. Even if the temperature changed, the wind chill might be different. The humidity might be different, right? Every day different. Should be. Every day in your life should be different, right? If you're doing the same routine every day, we get burnt out. Yes or no, right? I wrote another example down. Did y'all know this? It's gonna be weird because this is low-hanging fruit. Did you know airplanes don't come with a reverse gear? Y'all knew that? I'm Googling last night looking for examples of moving forward, and airplanes don't have a reverse switch. Think about that. As powerful as an airplane is, it can't go in reverse. In fact, if you want that joint to go backwards, you got to exert some force, right? You got to put the little cart in front of it and push that. You got to push it. I'm preaching already. Yes, I'm clapping, right? Think about that. As powerful as an airplane is, for it to go backwards, somebody got to push it, right? You got to add some force if you want. It's some force that's pushing you backwards, I should say it like that. But for a lot of us, we live in reverse. Let me go there. Can I go there? We living in reverse, right? We like to say oldie but goodie, which is cool. No knocking on it, right? We like to duplicate what once was. Stop me when I'm lying. Tell me when I'm on your street. If I ask you right now, what was the best year of your life? You might say 2015, 97, 2000, right? And you kind of want to duplicate that, good or bad. Here's the scary part. I say, yeah, we want to duplicate the good. A lot of time we duplicating the bad, most of the time. That's how cold the enemy is. The enemy will have us duplicating the good and the bad. The sad part about it is we're not moving forward. Even if you want to repeat the good days, you still not moving forward, right? Right? The enemy's so cold, he'll have you. I'm gonna give you a good example of how the enemy will have you going back to the good old days, or even repeating the ones that didn't work so well for you, right? Let's be transparent on here. Where my drinkers at? Anybody had a drink in their life? Had 2 drinks in their life? Had 4 drinks at one sitting, right? Right? Got drunk, got so drunk. Raise your hand when I'm on your street that you said, I ain't doing that no more. Yes. Anybody been so wasted in college, teenage years, you learned your lesson, you leaning over, what they call it, praying to the porcelain God. Oh God, I ain't gonna do that no more. This sickness, it hurt. And guess what? The next birthday party is going down again. Good or bad, the devil that cold to have you repeating life, you just not moving forward. Think about that. Good stuff, yeah, I want to repeat that. I want it to be 2021 all over again. I think I made the most money in my life in 2019 for sure. But I should not want to duplicate that. I should want to do more than that. Yes. If we're going to move forward from my notes, if you're going forward, you're going in the strength of where God wants to take you. That's what I wrote. right? And I wrote this down. Marcus, I'm talking to myself. Shayla, I'm talking to you, right? Right? I've got an iPhone 4 and Tiffany on iPhone 5. I'm talking to you. Harvey, you made it in. Denise, I'm deaf. I'm talking to you. Demikia, I'm for sure talking to you. Y'all ever been going in reverse and been happy about it? Right? Jacob said, well, I'm calling on us. Man, this is my life. This is my life. I guess we live in the same life. Anybody on here ever been going in reverse and been happy about it? I wrote this down. George, there is no value in reverse. Last night, that's why God had you speak this message. Man. Right? There's no value in reverse. Again, yep. You can actually misstep going forward and have to restep, or like a car, go in reverse to reposition yourself to go forward. Yes, but there's no value in going backwards, good or bad. There's no value in it. Right? If it's something you're going back to that's good, you just going back to the good. You ain't making it better. You just going back to it. Devil cold, ain't he? Devil cold, ain't he? It ain't so good to be going backwards, right? Here, let's go to the Bible. I don't went this far. I ain't picked on no Bible. Bible better than Netflix. Bible better. Drop that in. BBTN. Bible better than Netflix. God don't even want us to go back to the past. I'm this how y'all know I was studying last night. I'm finna pick a book I don't hardly ever go into. God don't want us to go in the past. Micah 7:19. Adrian, you on here? Inez, I know you there. Adrian, I know you here. Drop it on there. Micah 7:19. We don't hardly ever go that far. I forgot Micah was a book. Anybody else with me? I'm sorry. We're gonna learn our Bible. You could be deep today on Facebook. Man, I ain't know Micah was a book. God don't even want us to go in the past, y'all. Micah 7:19 says this: you will again have compassion on us. You will tread our sins underfoot and hurl all of our iniquities, and I said that word, wow, into the depths of the sea. Blessed Beast Bible version. God saying, I've thrown it away, never to remember it. Hurl all of our iniquities, all of our sins, into the depths of the sea. Gone, bye-bye, throw it away. We the only ones keeping up with our past, good or bad. God like, I got tomorrow for you. Yes. That's Bible. That ain't me. King James Version, I ain't gonna try to read it, but okay, there it is. There you go. King James Version right there. Thank you, Annette. Blessed Beast Bible Version. I done hurl all of our iniquities into the depths of the sea. Boom, bow. I done chunked them across the ocean. Anybody ever been at the lake and threw a rock as far as you can throw it? That's what it looked like. Thank you, Adrian. It ain't no issue no more. Big talk, right? We the only ones keeping up with our past, good or bad. Think about that. Think about that. If your past is so good, right? If your past is actually good, my advice is to keep doing it. Call it the present, but add value to it. Level up. Oh, while the going good, keep the train going and do more. But don't stay right there. You're not moving forward. God don't intend for us to do that. Here's God's plan for us. Stay in his Bible. Stay in his Bible. Right? Add value to it if everything's all good right now. Keep going. Don't stick right there. Here's God's plan for us. Philippians 3:13. Boy, I was on the streets of Google last night. I was up late. Here we go. Philippians 3:13. Drop that in there. Bible's better than Netflix. This is God talking right to us. He talking to the Zoom this morning on this one, George, Jacob, Joni, Ty, Tiffany, Shayla. He talking right to us right here. Philippians 3:13. Sometimes you don't believe the Bible talking to you. It say, brothers and sisters. It say, hey, y'all. That's what it say. I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it. But one thing I do, this is Bible. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. God, dog, the Bible actually said that. Did y'all know that? I was on the streets of Google and I was like, what? Bible better than Netflix. But one thing I do, this is Bible talking, right to you, Riri. The Bible say, I forget what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. Forgetting, drop that word in the chat. Forgetting? Scratch your head. Forgetting? Think about that. If you want to know why, I dropped some scriptures this morning, right? Bye. I love it, Maggie G. I love it. Peace is past. Hurl them into the sea, the depths of the sea. If you want to know why a lot of us can't be successful, because everybody can't be successful. Yes, yes, right? Let it go. I love it, Jen. It's because we got a problem with that F word, forgetting what happened to us in the past. A lot of us can't find true success because we won't forget. I'm going to show you how crazy it is. Hear my words. Right now, you're listening to my words, but you're thinking about whatever I'm talking about, whatever you think. Right? Life can be so jacked up in your present situation because of, for whatever reason, you won't let go of your past and forget about it. Devil cold-blooded. Your life can be jacked up right today because you won't let go of what happened yesterday or last year or in 2015 or when you got embarrassed in high school or when you made the mistake and went to jail. I'm not going to call out my jail family because there's 99% of y'all on here. Biggest F word is forgiveness. Woo, Joe, you in it. Right? Here's what's crazy, George. Think about this. Why you keep thinking about what you just thought about when I told you that? Right now, we got 26 people on here. We had 26 thoughts of bad stuff, right? Just when I said it. Yes, yes, or no. Stop me when I'm lying. Be honest. You just thought about all of the negative stuff or something negative that you did in the past. Be honest. Our problem is we can't even forget about it. Devil that cold that joint is right here. Forget about it. Drop that in the chat. Forget about it. Right? We continually remind ourselves of what we did not good. It stifles us from doing something good. Or yes, I said it right. Your windshield bigger than your rear view. Yep. The great philosopher Andre 3000 said spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors. I ain't gonna go there, right? But we continually remind ourselves of what we didn't do so good, right? And it stifles us from doing good, right? Right now, if I said I'm gonna scroll through and I'm gonna ask one of y'all to pray right now, right? Matter of fact, if I said right now, I'm gonna scroll through, and I'm gonna ask somebody on here to pray out loud that don't really ever say anything. Somebody on here right now getting nervous right now. Please don't say my name. Yes, yes. Because you're not used to praying out loud, right? You done told yourself, I'm not good at it, so you scared to do it. Yes, yes, or no? I ain't finna call nobody out. I just wanted you to think about that. Because when I just said that, somebody was like, man, don't call me. Because you done told yourself, I'm not good at that. Think about that. Think about that. Somebody right now was like, man, say my name, just warmed up. I love it. You did come out of a prayer meeting, Harvey. Listen, y'all, real talk. The day you start walking into the room like you belong there is the day that you forget you came from a single parent home. It's the day you forget you got bad credit. The day you start walking in there with your chin up is the day you forget you didn't graduate from high school, right? It's the day you forget you got a bad reputation. It's the day you forget you got a police record. Forget about it. Today, this new day. Read it again. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to skip down. One thing I do is forgetting what is behind and straining toward what's ahead. That's Bible. In hip hop, we say bars, right? Your situation will never dictate your word. Big facts, Jen, right? Here's what else is crazy. Here's what else is really crazy. Let me know when I'm on your street. I wrote this one this morning. We will remember what somebody done to us and stay stuck there. You know how we say forgive, don't forget? Where that really came from? Man, forget about, especially If you done moved on and leveled up, what you still thinking about they beat you out of money for? Oh, this person didn't pay me back. You done made this money 10 times over and you worried about that $17. Straight up, bro. Now, tiptoe, walk slow on giving them some more money, but come on, man, you really holding that? You really? You done got 2, 3 raises, better job, everything. Matter of fact, you done gave somebody else more money than that because God been so good, but you still holding on to that. Forget about it. Right? You in a new relationship and you completely happy, yet the thought of this person make you go, ugh. Straight up, bro. She way finer. He way cooler. My voice getting high because I'm about to start preaching. Yes, yes. Yo, let that go. Man, everything they did in their past, you in 2, 3 relationships on, but man, in high school, she left me standing. What? Man, here's another one that I wrote. I think I might have wrote this one last night, right before I went to bed. Tell me where I'm lying at right here. You got some people that been locked up in prison, real prison time, did some real time, 15 years, right? But they got out of jail in 2012, yet today they still saying stuff like, man, I'm an ex-convict. Bruh, you ain't been a convict in 12 years. You see how cold the devil is? All right? You might have had some slut days or whatever days, excuse my language, YouTube and Zoom family, but you still letting that bother you. That ain't even you no more. Forget about it. I wrote this down. Forget it, forget it, forget it. Here's the truth for some of us. The problem why we can't forget it is because some of us scared to move forward. Moving forward, right? The past is where some of us really want to stay because they can't see themselves in a new light. Devil cold-blooded, ain't it? Right? Matter of fact, think about this. Here's one that tripped me out. Some of us still think we in the pandemic. Here's what's crazy. We in April. The pandemic was 4 years ago. Sheesh. Sheesh. Some of us still got pandemic mindset. Yes, yes. That was the past, y'all. That was 4 years ago. Here, let's keep going. Let's keep going. How do we move forward? Because we need to know. How do we move forward? Go back to that Bible. It's where it get good at, right? How do we move forward? Philippians 3:14. The very next verse. We just talking about, what was 3:13? Somebody drop 3:13 in again. Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet have taken hold of it, but one thing I do is forget what is behind, strain toward what's in front of me. The very next verse, how do we move forward? The Bible be giving us gems, telling y'all to pick that thing up. Very next verse. Ty, what we call the basic instructions before leaving earth, Bible. Very next verse, Philippians 3:14 says, I press towards the goal to win the prize, which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. You mean you tell me you giving me instructions? All this time I thought it was just words and I don't really understand. All my people say, man, the Bible is for back in the day. We in 2024, and it's giving us gems like, look, I press toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. Forget about it and press towards the direction you're trying to go. That's this morning. I was on fire this morning after our workout. Leaving a situation is one thing. I'm out of there. I ain't gonna do this no more. Yes, yes. How many of us said that behind drinking or bad relationship or whatever? I'm done with this. Here's the problem. Staying away from it is another issue. Right? When them cravings kick in, I ain't eating no more sweets till you go in the pantry. Right? I ain't doing that no more until the temptation kick in. You got to actually press towards something to win the prize. You can't just forget about it. Yes, forget about it, but you got to have a strategy to move forward. Blessed Beats Bible version, you need a strategy. right? I ain't dealing with him no more. What's the plan, bruh? I ain't gonna do this no more. What's the plan? You need a strategy. Press towards something, right? When this happens, ask yourself, when this situation happens, I'm gonna do this. What is the what? What you gonna do? That's the plan. That's pressing forward. Yes, yes? Right? I wrote this down. Forget about the past, press towards the future. Every time that the devil brings up your past, Tammy, Riri, Tiffany, Ty, Shayla, every time the devil bring up your past, know this, he's trying to keep you away from something. Probably better, right? Every time I say it slow, the devil brings up your past, he's trying to keep you away from something. So right now, when your brain jogs back and go, I ain't good at praying out loud. He don't want you to be. I can't go to Italy. He don't want you to see the world. Bible says this Bible, this not Marcus. Y'all know this one, seek, kill, and destroy. John 10:10, drop that on there. Let them know I ain't making it up. John 10:10 says this plain and clear, right in your face. It says, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That ain't even algebra. You heard that 1,000 times, didn't even know it was Bible. That's John 10:10. You want to sound deep? Put it on your Facebook. Ooh, cardiac is in his Bible. Right? The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. When it says steal, it's because he don't want, I'm sorry, he's seeking to kill, right? And destroy. Let me break it down like this. He's seeking to do it because he can't do it without your help. You seek help, according to the Bible, right? He can't do it without your help. He can't give you nothing and you devil be gone. He needs your help to go back there, right? He wants to kill any of your thoughts moving forward by taking you back to the past. Man, you remember the good old days? Yeah, I do remember that. Let me go double up on those. Right? He wants to destroy your mentality spiritually and emotionally. Mentally too, if I want to say it that way. Right? Right? How about next time you start going back there, good or bad, right? Good or bad, remind the devil that this is your life, right? It's Marcus' life. It's Demekia's life. Adrian, this is your life, right? Right? He's no longer welcome. We say stuff like, Holy Spirit, you are welcome here. Devil, you not welcome here, right? Y'all ever have somebody come around you, you really don't want to be around, you be like, beat it. Man, go over there with that. Sometimes you got to call the devil out, like, man, go on. Yes, high school, I ran a 4 this. Today, I run a 4 ever, right? Man, go on. That was back then, right? Yo, devil, we're not doing that. We're not on that. I'm not afraid to pray out loud. I'm not afraid to, right? How about this? Everybody do me this favor. Say no. Drop no in the chat. It's going to feel good. Just say no. Right? I'm going to do it too. No. There you go. Feels good. Nope. Not doing it. Nope. Right? We not in the past no more. We not in the past no more. We not in the past no more. We in the present. What's your present? Bible says this. Whew. Ask and it shall be given to you. Bible is giving us gems. Real gems. Bible says, ask, Marcus. Seek and you shall find. Don't believe me, Matthew 7:7. We went to Micah. We've been in Matthew. We've been in Philippians. Matthew 7:7. Bible says this. Ask and it shall be given to you, boy. Hey, crazy. Seek and you shall find. Hey, moron, knock over here and it shall be open right here. Right? Don't let the devil fool y'all. I'm going to hurry up and get to the end. Let me just go here. Don't let the devil fool us. Because the devil's so cold with it, y'all. He'll have us in our past feeling like you cannot Matthew 7:7. I wrote that. The devil will have you so food that you feel like I can't Matthew 7:7? I can't ask. Man, I'm so far gone. I can't even ask God for this. I done did so bad. Yo, that was so wild. I can't even ask. Anybody been there? Anybody ever felt like they did some stuff so bad? Listen, God, I know you ashamed of me, so I'm not gonna even. The audacity. Devil will have you thinking the audacity you ask God after you cut up like that. Right? Blessed Beats Bible version. Even when you mess up, you still a child of God. Even in your sin, you're still a child of God. Even in your worst, even in your hateful thought, even in devil wants you to think you only a child of God when you're doing good, when you praying and you fasting and you in decency and order, my big Christian words, right? That's what the devil wants you to think. That's how cold the devil thinks. Here's the problem why you can never just be perfect, right? He wants you to feel like you can't go to God because you ain't perfect, because you done messed up. So stop seeking. So let me destroy everything in your brain. If you sin, he still forgive. Big facts, right? Right? Here's the truth. You ain't never finna be perfect. Curtis, Denise, Harvey, you ain't never, Joni, gonna be perfect. Right? You born in the sin, Perry. Did you know? Phil, we out here. Right? God want to bless us regardless of the bad stuff you've done, Shayla, Joe, right? Why he want to bless us anyway? Because he sent his son. You think he did that for nothing? You think his son died for nothing? He want his money back. He want a return on his investment. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. So ask, knock, go there, seek. Stop sticking in the past. Stop saying, man, I remember when 1991, right? You ain't getting 91 again. Here's what's crazy. 91, you had some bad days, but you only remember the good, right? We're all sinners trying to follow Christ. Oh, that's Bizzle. That is bars, right? That's all I got. I'm 3 minutes over. I actually went over my regular time. That's all I got, right? God want to bless us regardless because his son paid the price for it, right? And he didn't do that for nothing. So do not let the devil keep you stifled. Do not let the devil have you stuck when times were great, have you stuck when times was bad. The devil cold-blooded. He got you on both ends. Well, he got us on both ends of the sword. I'm done. Microphone's open.
Well said, Sullivan. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Moving forward. Moving forward. Anybody else moving forward? Good or bad, we're going to move forward. Yes, yes. If I can use myself for an example. Times were great. I left NGN when times were great. Moving forward. God said, God, release me. It's time to move forward. God said, you got it, my boy. Devil is like, nah, you can't do it. You'll never be another NGN. Anybody click that link lately? Anybody click that link? Tell me what, never mind. I'm sorry, this is my life. Just tell me, all right. Thank you, Perry. Thank you, Perry. Moving forward, y'all, take your life. Think about it. Enemy will say, you can, me and my, Shayla, you still on here? We were talking, our family, my real family, be saying, man, you can't leave Memphis. This is what we do. We here. My sister's like, yo, I'm gone. Next summer, this summer, I'm gone, right? Enemy will have, man, y'all, the enemy will have your finances looking a certain way and tell you you can't do no better. The enemy will tell you 6 figures is too much to ask for. Enemy will tell you, you know, enemy cold-blooded. That's all I got.
I wanted to say something, Marcus. Go ahead. Oh,
go ahead. No, you got it.
I wanted to just add to what you were saying and just add to the fact that we gotta challenge the very things that's stopping us from moving forward. You got to question it. You can't just leave it as is. And I'm not saying question it to go back there and stay there, but to see what is it that's causing it to hold you back. Why is that very thing causing you to hold back? It's even like with relationships. Why is what you saying you cannot get over is causing you to hold on to it? Question that very thing that's challenging you. Or most people say, oh, well, this and that triggered me because it remind me of my past. But why are you allowing the enemy to trap you with those triggers? Question those triggers, challenge those triggers to overcome it. So that's all I want to add.
Let me just play this one quick part. Somebody else got it. Hold on. One quick part says this. I'm not going back. Moving ahead. Declare to you. Past is over. You. Things are made new. Surrendered my life. Let me just stop right there. Not going back, moving ahead. I just declared that the past is over. It ain't in there, but it rhymes. Good or bad, right? I will. I got you. Microphones are open. Somebody said, Marcus, can you just slide into 90.9? I could put Blessed Beats on 90.9. God didn't tell me to do that. God said, build it yourself. Build it with the 25, 28 people that be on this mug, right? Use the people who got gifts on here that got something they want to put out. I promise that's what he told me. Yeah, I'm the operations manager. I can put Blessed Beats on the radio tonight if I want to. God didn't say do it. Microphone's
Marcus,
open.
I just want to add to what Ty was saying, just from dealing with a person that's been dealing with triggers for about 12 years now. It's not an easy thing to overcome. You do have to realize that it is a mental thing to do. So you do have to train yourself to overcome and look at it. So a lot of the times when my triggers would come up, I would think about how God took me out of that. I'd go back to the testimony. Why? Because we overcome the enemy by the word of our testimony and the blood of the Lamb. And the word of our testimony is our shield of faith for us to keep going forward. So just stay encouraged, because every day is a new battle. And no matter what we endure, we're still going to keep going forward. Regardless of whether we want to or not, God's going to move us where he wants to move us. We can detour and go this way, but God's still going to move us back the way he wants us to move us, because it's his plan and our heart is with him. So.
Well said. Very well said.
You know, I was going to turn around and weigh this in about PTSD, because I deal with PTSD. I've had it for the last 22 years now. And it's military style PTSD. But Sailor just put it on there. Not all PTSD is war related. And she is definitely correct, because you got PTSD that happens from SA or DV. I'm not going to say out the words, because those are things that I deal with. And this is something that I've seen military wise during combat time. I never served combat, but 9/11 happened. Hey, I saw things that were supposed to happen in combat stateside. And it's just like how the saying goes: if we can't serve in our own streets, we can't serve somewhere else. You got all these missionaries going other places. You got to serve in our own streets, because there's men and women out there, kids hurting as much as people across the seas are. But that's why I changed my background. If you look at my background, I was bought for a price. How am I going to move forward if I'm going to stay put on the shelf? I was bought for a reason.
Good stuff. Good stuff. It's funny. My military people, my sister military too. She said he's 100% correct. Ignacio said the app looks good. First of all, that's not the app yet. That's the back door. The app's still being worked on, but I'm letting y'all hear it because it's not released yet. Everything you hear, do not post it yet, because that's not we hearing behind the scenes, right? So it's gonna have more stuff on the app. But it's funny. If y'all go to Ignacio's comment, he said it's giving me engine shell shock. Here's what's crazy. Thank you for saying that, Ignacio. You know why? Because I was programming NGen. So yeah, it's gonna sound like NGen because I was doing that. I'm not doing anything different than what I was doing on NGen, except for now it's ours. So you just proved my point. Thank you so much, Ignacio. What you hear sounds like NGN and feel like NGN. Bruh, I was doing that at NGN. That just let me know, you just let us know that the work is still the same. Different platforms, same stuff. Same gift, different platform. Yes, yes. God, that felt good, Ignacio. Thank you. Thank you. Because last thing I wanted somebody to say is, it's good, but it ain't NGN. I was programming NGN. Okay. We just lost that. Matter of fact, go listen to NGN today and see if it still sound like, does that sound like Marcus programming? It probably don't. It's gonna, anyway.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, Marcus. That fact alone, man. I tried to listen to the radio station, but it was just something like it just couldn't sit right with me, and I ended up deleting it, and I put a prayer comment on them, telling them that hopefully the greed will get over them and they would succeed in the future. So, man, I really just couldn't listen to it no more. And it's sad because I like a lot of the Christian hip hop rappers that they play, and there's nowhere to listen to it except for my YouTube music. And whenever I listen to YouTube, all kind of other music gets thrown in the mix, and it's like,
Yeah, yeah. I actually remember, I might say 2 years ago, you actually said that. So I know you telling the truth, that the music get thrown at you in certain ways, reminders. But
You know what? Hold on, Mark. Before you go off, I want to hit off what Paul Wally said. Like, I deleted the app, Engine Radio app, when all this first started, because trying to listen to it was not the same. Knowing that you're not there, like, man, the vibe is not still there, you know? Like, I had the link. I shared the link to my wife's Facebook so I can get it on my computer yesterday. And I had it playing all day yesterday until she got home. And I'm stuck in the house again. So what do you think is playing? I got it playing again. I noticed how it loops. Within 3 to 4 hours, it loops over again. There's all 400 songs go through.
yeah, I need
the vibe keeps going. And with me being one of the disciples of Kingdom Music, what do you think what's on my playlist, mostly in Christian hip hop, is all Kingdom Music. So I got tons of Kingdom Music that's stored in the computer. And I got a whole playlist that's just repping Christ on Apple Music. So that's what I normally listen to on a regular basis. Now I got somewhere I can actually listen to more Christian hip hop and just get filled all day long, you know?
Yeah, do me a favor, turn that music down, because I don't want YouTube to kick us out for that. But it's all good. But no, listen, I'm gonna say this, y'all. I promise you, I'm not saying don't listen to NGN. I am not saying that. In fact, they just had their power drive. If anybody listened to their power drive, I actually called in on the show and encouraged people to give. Right? When I left, I said, my heart breaks for the NGN listener. Not because I'm like, yo, I'm the one. I'm just saying it ain't gonna be the same. If that's what you loved, it wasn't gonna be the same. That's what I was saying. So yes, delete the app, keep the app, whatever. However you get it in, get it in. But we got our own. Go ahead.
So I wanted to say why I felt the way I felt about deleting the app. So when I about 3-4 years ago, whenever I was really struggling to change my life, whatever, I ended up in jail unexpectedly for something that I didn't do, and the whole time growing up, I was always a fighter. So I was always thinking, well, eventually I'm gonna end up. And that situation, I didn't fight nobody and I still went to jail. So I couldn't blame nobody. It looked like I did it. And when I went in there, I had that epiphany that I needed to change the way I act so that way it could match the way, you know, I'm looking or whatever and how I want to look. Well, in that process, the radio station, and I don't know if anybody here been into Harris County Jail, but there's some little boxes with buttons that you keep pushing and it'll automatically change the radio station. Well, me, like a knucklehead, I was always the one to change the radio station to cause trouble in the pod. And I changed it and didn't expect to where I was hitting it. I just heard a flashy beat and I left it there and everybody was mad at me that I was changing it. But then eventually I started hearing to what was going on the radio station, and I started changing it there all the time. And it was Christian hip hop. So then I took that radio station with me out, you know, and it never led to no fights or nothing because it was Christian hip hop. But I mean, to me, it was just like something that was thrown in the mix of while I was trying to change, and the fact that it was on the radio station, and there is a whole bunch of stories that I have that had to do with the radio station, because my mom, she always had a negative view of me, and and one time I was just jamming the radio station like loud with bass and everything, and she's like, "Turn that crap off, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Mom," I'm like, "You're not listening to what I'm listening to." It was crazy, but yeah,
You just
this radio station.
I don't
The
want to cut
radio
you off.
station
I don't want to cut you
changed.
off. Let me say this.